What do you mean? I love you. I want you to be a good Torah Jew like me. Yes? So Hashem puts inside of you the nature that you need. Esav has a nature inside of him. That's what? That's bloodletting. But for what? That's not to his detriment. That's to get him to his tikkun. He was supposed to bring korbanot. That's why God gave it to him. And that's why Esav, he got punished because he chose the bad way. He could have used what Hashem gave him, the siyata dishmaya, in a good way, and he used it in a bad way. There's a very interesting book. It's called Ma'areh HaChaim. He writes over there that God was with the Na'ar, with Ishmael. Ken, vayigdal vayeshev bamidbar. He grew up and he sat in the desert. And he became a bow and arrow type of individual. What do they call it? Archer. Toda Rabba Yitzhak. Bechol dor v'dor, he says, in every generation and in every time, from Shamayim, they send down siyata dishmaya, heavenly assistance. Whether it's to the whole world and whether it's to the individual person. If you're smart and you catch the siyata dishmaya, what should you do with the siyata dishmaya, with the heavenly assistance? He says you got to do big things, connect to Hashem with the siyata dishmaya. You got to do things to promote Torah and Yirat Shamayim with that siyata dishmaya. Or you can use that success and you become an archer. He's the best, number one in the world. Wow, unbelievable. Professor Lapuchov. Number one, he's an archer. Hazaku Baruch. He used God's gift, the blessing, the talent, the siyata dishmaya, to become an archer. Yeah, that's what you use the gift for. That's what you use God's gift for, to become an archer. God gave you such a talent. Could have been anything you wanted in the world. You could have been a leader in the community. And what did you do? You became an archer. So shtum, Beram Amud Omed Gam Az Mipnei Sakana Gedola. A person has a danger always. Why? Because he can always use the siyata dishmaya in the wrong way. The Yetzer Hara tells him, use the siyata dishmaya to go and build a house, and another house, and a third house, and a fifth house, and a ninth house, and a 10th house. To go and buy your 7th and 8th and 9th car. Siyata dishmaya, I'm successful. So he's using that success for what? For trivial, empty things. He's giving too much attention. You bought a house, you bought a car, move on. No, another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. And all day he's thinking about the new Lamborghini that's coming out next week. All day, that's what his mind is on. He says, sometimes they use the success to do sins. To do averot. Whatever he does that's evil is going to be successful. He wants to scam somebody, he has clients waiting in line to get robbed by him. Okay, he's successful, the guy. Wow. He's just a mazal nuk. He has mazal, but what does he do with his mazal? He does corruption with it. Wasting. You know, he brings over here, Arizal says that Elisha the prophet was the student of Eliyahu Hanavi. He used to go stay by a house, Isha Shunamit, and he asks her, what do you want? She said, I don't need anything from you. His Pamoshnik said, bless her with a baby boy. So the prophet blessed her with a baby boy. She gave birth. She has a baby boy. The baby's 5, 6, 7 years old. What happens? He gets a sunstroke of some sort and he dies. She comes to Elisha, she says, the baby you gave, you prayed for, he's dead. Why'd you give me such a child? So he took his stick, he gave it to Gehazi, he says, take my staff, go put it next to the boy, maybe say something, the boy's going to wake up. Gehazi takes the stick, he's walking, and our rabbis tell us he sees a dead dog. He sees a dead dog. He wants to see if the stick works. He came to the dead dog, boom! He puts the stick by the dead dog woke up. Unbelievable. He gave it life again. Now he goes with the lady to the house. He tries to wake up the child. He's going, no, stop! Klum, doesn't wake up. Makara. Says, Ari, you utilize that power of siyata dishmaya on an empty item. There's only so much God is going to give you assistance. There's only so much shefa of siyata dishmaya that you get. What are you going to use it on? He utilized the siyata dishmaya on a dead dog. Instead, he could have brought life to a person. So it's the same thing with us. What are you going to use that success, the aid of God for? Again, another story, the Baal Shem Tov. He says there was a guy in his town who wanted a bracha to win the lottery. He came to the rabbi, he says, Rabbi, please give me a bracha. Now this story, what I said in the morning, they had difficulty understanding this story, so you'll agree with them. But Shto is the Baal Shem Tov story is, he had a sus. He was a racer of horses. והתקיימה התחרות עם עוד כמה מומחים במרוץ הסוסים. They all had horse races, and there was one guy who was a professional horse racer. Wow, unbelievable. מי יתקדם מהר יותר עם הסוס שלו? Who's going to be faster with his horse? There was a Sachakan who was so unbelievable. He used to leave everybody. It was a Tesla, 2-second mile. Boom, 100 fast. Everybody was shocked. Wow, this guy's horse is unbelievable. When the Baal Shem Tov once saw this guy with his horse, he said, you want to know something? Your mazal, the help that you get from heaven, your mazal is that you're supposed to be a king. You were born, you have the mazal of a king. But what did you use it on? To become a horse racer. Waste. Bracha levatala. Hashem gives people, some people, everything they touch turns into gold. So what should you do? You got to ask yourself, wow, if I'm successful, Baruch Hashem, what can I do for the community? What can I do for Hashem? What can I do to promote Judaism in the world? If you're successful, what you do is going to be successful. Start a school. The school you start is going to be a successful school. You have some guy with no mazal, he's going to make something, and 3 guys in the school. You have another guy with Hatzlacha, Siyata Dishmaya. Don't utilize the Siyata Dishmaya only in physical things. Utilize it what? To connect to Hashem. There was a Chassid, he came to his rabbi. He said, Rabbi, I want a bracha. Please, I want to buy a lottery. Bless me that I should win. So the rabbi said, you should be matzliach, you should be successful. The guy left, so happy. In the end, the lottery numbers came out. Did he win?
No.
He didn't win. He came to the Rebbe. He said, Rebbe, I don't understand. You blessed me. Why didn't I win? The Rebbe said, what did you do after I blessed you? He said, look, I went with my family. We went to a restaurant. We started to eat over there. We had such a good time. It was unbelievable. Elevated. I drank some wine and some more wine and shashlik. It was unbelievable, the experience. Wow. So happy. He says, then what happened? Then the owner of the restaurant said, you know something? It's free. You don't have to pay. So the guy says, no, I want to pay. He says, you know what, Chai, give me 10, 20%. He says, we got 80% off of our 5-star meal. Unbelievable. Said the rabbi, oh, now I understand, he said, you lost your own otzar. Why? He says, that blessing and hatzlacha that I gave to you, you cashed it out. On what? On a meal with steak and some wine and everything else. He says, that's why I already didn't work for the lottery ticket. You cashed it out too soon. You got a discount, 80%. You cashed it out too soon. So when I said the story in the morning, all the guys were like, what do you mean? What is he supposed to do? They gave him a discount. What do you want from the guy? Where's he going to take the discount?
No, but you got to use the right way. If you don't use the right way, so that's it, you lost.
Hazak.
That's the meaning.
One more. The story in the book called Tuvchai Avihu. This is a person came to a Rabbi Mordechai Bennett, and he said, please bless me that I should win the lottery. I want to win a big amount of money. By the way, anytime anybody ever blessed me to win the lottery, I don't think I ever answered Amen. Ever.
Curse.
Even if you say amen, it doesn't matter.
You'd be surprised.
It's not always a good thing.
Sometimes I felt elevated, and I was like, I feel like maybe I'm delusional, but I felt if I play lottery today, I would win, but I don't play.
I feel this way too.
If I play today, I would win, but I don't play. Why? Mr. Dave, Zachaditche.
Карман у вас на руке.
But Rabbi.
Боже, вы пришли уже, идемте, Mr. Dave.
Нет, спасибо.
Бесплатно, Mr. Dave.
Rabbi, but you got to understand it, Rabbi. Why you don't play? You got to understand it, because God wants you to be here. If you go and win a lottery, maybe you're going to
Give him the one.
Hazak, that's exactly the point.
else.
That's exactly
why
the
you
point.
protected from the God. It's not you.
Oh!
It's not you.
Hazak. So, что? Winning the lottery is not always a blessing, by the way. I want to tell you, it's not always a blessing. It's not. Yeah, a person, when he makes parnasah, it has to be gradual. It has to be gradual. It has to be gradual. Yes, if a guy goes from driving in a Honda Civic to right away Bugatti, S-Class, high level, he's going to lose his mind, the guy. He's already going to... If you grew up with it a little bit, beseder, but everything has to be with proportion. Top. So,
what if you're ready for that?
Huh?
What if you're ready for that?
We're ready. Hashem. No, I'm kidding. Not like this. Rabbi Mordechai gave him a blessing. You should win the lottery. וכשהגיע לביתו שמח וטוב לב, he came to his house very happy. He says to his family, let's see if the rabbi's blessing works. Let's make a test lottery right now. So he took a bunch of numbers, he wrote it down, and he wrote his number down. He mixed them all into a pot, and what did he do? He pulled it out, and guess what happened? Boom! It came out. He said, wow, the rabbi's blessing worked, unbelievable. Hazak Baruch. Now the time for the real lottery came. Did he win?
No.
He didn't win. Why? He came to the rabbi and said, Rabbi, what happened? The rabbi said, tell me what happened. He told him the story. He said, you already cashed it out. Hazak. So what's the lesson? Esav was blessed with potential of greatness. By the way, Ari says that the good in Esav was unbelievable. He had a lot of good inside of him, but the problem is the bad overpowered. He made bad decisions, Esav. We all are blessed with the potential of excellence and greatness. And Shefa and Siyata Dishmaya. Don't say I have no mazal. You have mazal. But you're eating steak with your mazal every day. Hey, what did you leave for tomorrow? Klum. So the idea is you got to utilize that mazal also to be spiritual. Yes, to be successful, to bring God's glory into the world. He says, and don't use it on trivial things to see. Let's see where you're wasting it. The mazal for what? For things that are empty. So too with Ishmael. The Torah writes, "Vayihi Elohim et anar." God was with Ishmael. He had a ruach Elohim merachefet alav, a hovering of godly light on him. He could have been very successful. Ishmael had a big mazal. What did he do? He used the siyata d'ishmaya, this ruach Hashem. Vayihi rovet kashat. He became an archer. What a waste. Lihiyot kolea hetev bakashato. Wow, he's the best aim. He's utilizing his potential for what? For physical, trivial things, to catch an animal. So you have to ask yourself, do I ever have siyata d'ishmaya? Yes. Hashem gives a lot of siyata d'ishmaya. Now that I have siyata d'ishmaya, heavenly assistance.
Heavenly assistance.
Divine assistance, where God assists a person. He brings him where he needs to be. Perfect. It's called siyata d'ishmaya. You feel God's hand in the picture. Unbelievable. But what are you going to do with that? You're going to just get a nice seat on the airplane and sit over there? No. See, wow, look at this. This is a time of favor. Now's the time to pray for the Jewish people. Now's the time to pray for the children. This is the real lottery. When you feel the godly light resting on you, yes, don't go just play lottery. It's a time to pray. It's a time to learn. It's a time of unbelievable elevatedness. You can make tremendous nahat ruah to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, but to utilize it, to grow as a person, these moments of high, of elevatedness must be utilized by us for things that are more meaningful. And B'ezrat Hashem, we'll bring this lesson into